All right, that's a response you were looking for from last week?
Yeah, we came across to play that way, execute 4 quarters, play a game that put our opposition under pressure in their back half, and so yeah, we come away from the game with the result we were after. Sorry, the outcome we were after, and it was a process that we went through. I thought our guys were really strong today in that area, and that gave us the result.
Yeah, Tex was really outstanding up forward there. Was he the difference, or was it the work that the boys in the middle of the ground did?
Oh, he was very, very good, and I thought Fogg, at the same time, it was a bit of a dual threat ahead of the ball, but it's a team. It's a team that gets that done. We executed in a lot of areas. Made less mistakes in our back half than what we had the week prior. We're able to put pressure on the opposition in that front half, which then converted through. If we give Tex 5 or 6 opportunities, he'll finish for us, and he did that. And I thought Darcy was a standout today as well. His work, probably the stuff that'll go unnoticed is more the work off the ball that he's doing, and has been in this space now for a number of weeks. So he's getting some really good reward for his work.
The boys pump him up a little bit after the game with the big screamer that he took up the top end?
Yes, yeah, they quite enjoy that sort of stuff. It was a good hop. As I said, he's playing with confidence at the moment, and really backing himself in. And even last week when we, as a team, probably didn't execute as well as we'd like, I thought Fogg, even last week, was one of the standouts for us.
And Tex looked like he took a knock in the back there in the second. What happened there?
I haven't spoken to him on the knock yet. He seemed reasonably fine at the end of the game. We had a couple of injuries out of it. So he'll be concussion protocol from here. We'll see how he comes through that. And Shane McAdam was the other one with an ankle, and that was rolled. Watching that back, it was a pretty bad roll just on the ground. So fingers crossed for both of those guys, but fingers crossed for Shane. He might be available next week.
It looked like Fogarty had treatment on his elbow. Is that one okay?
Yeah, that's a small thing ongoing. I think it was off a fend-off, to be honest. So, we hope that there's no issue there.
Just on Fogarty, how does that sort of performance rate with how he's been playing this season?
Oh, that'd be one of his best. I mean, it's reward for effort, as I said. He's put the work in, both on and off the field. I've been speaking post-games about it now for a number of weeks. So from a coaching point of view, it's just a pleasure to watch when your players get what they deserve, and he's getting exactly what he deserves, and therefore our team is reaping the benefit from that. But it's across the board. Today was a really positive day for our group. We came down here, and to play in Hobart is it's a tough challenge. As I said before, we came with a real plan on how we were going to do that, and it was executed as well as I can ask the playing group to do it. So. We'll go back now and we'll put our heads down because we've got another challenge coming next week.
I was going to say, how does a win like this place you going forward? Because it was almost a sort of a line in the sand win for you guys.
Well, it puts us now ready to sort of play the rest of the season out with some confidence. It's amazing how quickly it can change. We would have said after last week we just our confidence levels weren't quite where they needed to be, but we trained so well throughout the week. We probably simplified a few things back this week and really stripped it back and came with a couple of focuses. I think we won the tackle count by 30. That's us. That's our DNA, and off the back of that comes, as you bring up, Taylor Walker and Darcy Fogarty, Jordan Dawson. It comes off the back of our effort in a round contest. I thought our midfielders today were outstanding. Laird obviously accumulates a lot of ball, as did Keys, but a couple of other young guys through there really played their role, and that was an outstanding performance from that group. So, to keep a team like North, I think it was 4 goals they had at quarter time, and it was a really good arm wrestle up to that point. To keep them to 4 goals for the remaining 3 quarters was a pretty good effort.
Yeah, it seemed like when Fogarty kicked that goal at the end of the third, that was sort of like the straw that seemed to break the camel's back for North Melbourne and got you guys, away.
Yeah, there were a couple of key goals, weren't there? In crucial moments where it gave us that feeling of momentum. But we knew come the last quarter, we challenged ourselves going into the last that, we really wanted to finish strong, and we did that as well. 65% front half in the last quarter. I think we kicked 17-8 from set shots today. There were a number of rushed, so that's a good result as well, considering some of the areas we've been challenged with. And again, that's hard work behind the scenes that are going into that. Some of those goals were crucial moments in game.
Do you think there's sort of potential in this group to knock off some real big fish sort of towards the end of the back end of the comp? Well,
there's a real big fish coming next week, and that's the goal. We go into every game wanting to win games of footy. That's quite a big fish. So we'll give it everything we've got. We'll go away again and look at what we can improve on from today. But if our guys bring 4 quarters like they did, then we'll enjoy taking on any challenge. Good. Thanks, guys.